What is FIPP?
Knock knock. Who's there? Big data. Big data who? Pardon my corny joke there, but the year is 2022 and we're surrounded by data. Our information is readily available from Facebook to YouTube to search history, browser history. On your phone, you go to a website and then you find out later that day that now Facebook is tracking your information. They're asking you if you wanted to buy that brand new belt that you were looking at. How does that happen? Should it happen? Is it ethical for that to happen? Well, we're going to talk about the Fair Information Practice, FIPP. FIPP is a regulation that is broken down into several categories. Those categories are transparency, individual participation, purpose specification, data manipulation, minimization, use limitation, data quality and integrity, security, and accounting and auditing.
Are there fines for a violation?
How serious is a FIPP violation? What's the fine limit? Is this like $10,000, $20,000 that a company can be penalized with? Well, no, this is a serious offense, and we're talking multiple $1 million here. So an example would be over in Ireland, Google, in the middle January of this year, actually 2022, they had on their YouTube platform, when someone would make an account or log in, it was very easy to accept cookies. You would just you log into the application, pop up, accept cookies. Yes, there was not an easy way to decline the cookies. Well, YouTube got smacked on the hands with a $102 million fine, and the reason is because they made it easy for consumers to accept the cookies, but they did not make it easy for consumers to deny or decline the cookies. So if it takes 1 or 2 clicks to accept cookies, it should take 1 or 2 clicks to disable or not allow cookies.
Consumer rights.
As customers, we have rights to our data. The FIPP outlines our rights in different areas. We have the right to access our data whenever we want. We have the right to be informed if our data is being sold and why. Why is YouTube selling our data? We have the right for our data to be protected. We have the right to object where our data could go. We have the right to ask them to remove our data. If any of these rights are violated, any of them, there could be a potential lawsuit. FIPPs has several core principles that outline how transactions regulations should be. The first principle is collection of information. And this states that the information that is collected should be limited, and the person or entity that is getting the information taken from them should be aware of it, such as a pop-up that asks for cookies. Another principle is the data quality. Data quality means that the information should only be relevant when it's collected. Should be accurate, should be complete, and only needed for that purpose. There needs to be a goal too when information is being collected. Why am I collecting information? And that's under a different category, another principle called purpose specification. And that basically says that a scope needs to be defined. The the purpose needs to be disclosed fully. Why am I collecting this information? What am I going to do with it? Another principle is the use limitation. Who's using this? And am I going to share this with someone else? If I do share this information, if eBay, Amazon shares my information, they better let me know about it. Our information is important, it's valuable. And if you have a chest full of jewels, you need to have some type of safeguard on it. And that information is the same way. There is a principle called security safeguard, and that goes over that information should be safeguarded against risk and loss of unauthorized access. Use or modifications of that data needs to be disclosed to the data owners. If my credit card information is stolen, I need to know about it. Another principle is openness or transparency, and that has to do with the consumer, the public. We need to know about what policies are out there. What's Amazon's policy on cookies? What do they do with the information? Where does it go? What's their objective? That information needs to be shared with us. Individual participation is another principle. My information should be available to me. I should be able to look at it, and I should be able to make corrections to it that I see fit. If I can't get my information, if I can't communicate or modify it, that's a violation. The Fair Information Principle Practice, FIPP, and the HIPAA, HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, they have similarities, as well as the Sarbanes-Oxley compliance. Data needs to be audited, it needs to be controlled, it needs to be in a physical, secure location. Not anyone can access this confidential information, and this data needs to be routinely audited. You have to have multiple years of multiple records of multiple periods that this data was in fact audited for compliant regulatory purposes. Thank you for watching my presentation on the Fair Information Practice and Principles. If you would like to know more information about this, you can visit the dhs.gov website and search for the FIPP fact sheet, as well as the history of FIPP as well can also be found on the DHS's website. Thank you.